In the heart of the Amazon, where nature never ceases to amaze with its diversity, a butterfly has been discovered that could change our understanding of time and life in the insect world. This species, still unknown to science, harbors a mystery shrouded in a cocoon of secrets. All we know about it is that it lives much longer than its relatives. Scientists studying this phenomenon call it the Eternal One. And this name is no coincidence. Its life cycle has puzzled many entomologists, as this butterfly spends most of its time in a state similar to cryogenic freezing. Imagine a creature that seems to defy the laws of nature and time. It is capable of almost completely stopping its vital processes, only to suddenly come back to life and once again weave its fate into the tapestry of the Amazonian jungle. The female of this butterfly awakens for just a few days to lay her eggs, but during this brief period she displays incredible energy and determination. But what happens inside the cocoon during this time? How does it manage to maintain its vital functions in such a slowed-down state? These questions have already sparked much debate and research. Beyond the cocoon lies a world full of mysteries, so you can't help but wonder what else might be hidden in the shadows of the jungle. The scientists who had the first opportunity to observe this insect were at a loss, as they had never encountered anything like it before. We are on the verge of a great discovery, and who knows what secrets this butterfly will reveal to us. It lives longer than any other butterfly on the planet, and now all that remains is to find out how it accomplishes this feat. In the next chapter, we will lift the veil of mystery, discover how the butterfly cheats time, and learn exactly what allows it to remain eternal. Cryosleep or metamorphosis. How the butterfly cheats time. Delving into the mysteries of the Amazonian butterfly leads to the question, how does it manage to cheat time? The butterfly spends most of its life in a cocoon, in a state reminiscent of cryogenic freezing. In this state, it not only slows down its vital functions but literally freezes itself, restricting most of its internal processes. This phenomenon baffles most scientists because the majority of insects follow a strictly defined life cycle, but this butterfly seems to defy nature itself. Inside the cocoon, an almost mystical metamorphosis takes place. It not only protects the butterfly from external threats, but also creates a kind of time capsule. Modern research methods, such as microscopy and biochemical analysis, are already giving us an understanding of what exactly happens inside. The secret may lie in the chemical composition of the cocoon, which possibly contains unique substances that allow life to be preserved even under freezing conditions. This prolonged hibernation allows the butterfly to live significantly longer than its relatives that do not possess such abilities. A real breakthrough came when microbiologists discovered that inside the cocoon there is a different ecosystem in which bacteria and fungi maintain a certain balance, possibly playing a role in preserving viability. Understanding this allows scientists to study more deeply how exactly the butterfly adapts to such conditions. This raises the question, where is the line between natural metamorphosis and cryosleep? This line is thin, and it is precisely there that the answer may be hidden as to how nature created creatures capable of cheating time. But while the butterfly continues to live its mysterious life, it gives scientists a chance to unravel one of nature's most astonishing mysteries, which may open the way to new discoveries in the science of longevity. In the heart of the jungle, the birth of a unique creature. Deep in the heart of the Amazon jungle, hidden from prying eyes, the birth of a unique creature takes place. This butterfly, discovered by cryptoentomologists, is born in conditions where survival is barely possible. In dense thickets, saturated with humidity and mystery, the butterfly begins its life cycle, which differs from the usual scenario. It all starts with tiny eggs that the female lays on the leaves of trees. This place becomes a cradle for future longlivers. At first, the caterpillar is no different from its relatives. It feeds on leaves, gaining strength for the next stage. But then something unusual happens. When the time comes to pupate, instead of the usual transformation from caterpillar to butterfly, an astonishing process begins. The cocoon it hides in is unique in its composition. It is filled with enzymes and microorganisms that ensure the long-term preservation of life processes in a dormant state. The deep silence of the jungle, interrupted only by the sounds of wildlife, becomes the perfect stage for this metamorphosis. Inside the cocoon, the magic begins. Metabolism slows to a minimum, creating the illusion of time standing still. These processes require not only high resilience but also unique genetic adaptations that help survive in extreme conditions. The discovery of this butterfly was a surprise for researchers, as nothing like it had ever been encountered in nature before. By observing its development, scientists had, for the first time, the chance to look behind the scenes of this astonishing phenomenon. With each passing day, the butterfly slowly prepares to emerge into the world, maintaining a balance between life and stagnation. This process, shrouded in mystery, becomes a starting point for observing how nature is capable of creating amazing creatures that live longer than the usual members of their species. What happens in this isolated world where time seems to stand still is only just beginning to be revealed to scientists. There are still many discoveries ahead of us that could change our understanding of time and life, not only in insects but also in humans. In the next part, we will get closer to understanding exactly how this butterfly is able to survive such a complex journey through time and space. Ancient secrets. How did nature create a long liver? Studying these amazing creatures makes us turn to the history of nature to understand how an ancient mechanism was able to create such a long-lived being. The answers may lie in the hidden corners of evolution, where time and adaptation intertwine in an endless dance. Evolutionary studies show that this butterfly may have preserved ancient genes that support a slowed metabolism and long-term survival. Unlike other species, where speed is the main advantage, this butterfly has reached a different level of survival by adopting the very concept of time as its weapon. Scientists have discovered that the structure of its chrysalis contains microscopic layers resembling tree rings, which protect it from overheating and hypothermia, creating an ideal thermal environment. This became possible thanks to synergy with the local flora and fauna, which allowed it to develop incredible survival mechanisms. Observations have shown that this butterfly possesses a powerful regenerative ability which allows its cells to recover more quickly after damage. This, in turn, increases its lifespan, giving it the opportunity to outlive several generations of its peers. Scientists suggest that special proteins are involved in this process, whose activity helps maintain stable life processes during long periods of dormancy. With each step, researchers delve deeper into the rich history of nature, discovering genes that may have been preserved since ancient times. These genetic markers reveal how nature has adapted over time and created such unique creatures. This long journey of survival may reveal not only the secrets of the butterfly, but also the keys to understanding longevity in a broader biological context. Ahead of us lie even more intriguing discoveries that may not only unravel the secrets of this amazing butterfly, but also transform our own understanding of time and life. It's truly a race against time. Short flights, long lives. The emergence of a butterfly from its cocoon is not just an act of childhood and growing up, but a true race against time. When the butterfly leaves its protective shell, its life is literally measured in days. In this short period, it must accomplish everything that other insects do over a much longer time. Its flight amazes not only with its beauty, but also with the speed at which it achieves its goals. In just a few days, the butterfly manages not only to find a mate, but also to lay eggs in the safest places in the jungle. Its task is to ensure the survival of the next generation, and it accomplishes this with incredible speed and precision. It's amazing that all this transformation happens in such a short time. This essence of time takes on a new meaning and significance when the butterfly must expend all its life energy in such a short period. All of its actions, from flying to laying eggs, are carefully thought out and optimized by nature. This is not just survival, but a strategy that allows the species to continue existing. But how does it manage to be so productive in such a short time? Studies have shown that the butterfly possesses a unique ability to restore energy thanks to special biochemical processes that are activated the moment it emerges from its cocoon. These processes are reminiscent of starting a powerful engine that is instantly ready to operate at full capacity. All of this makes its life extremely intense, but also short. However, it is precisely this strategy that allows the butterfly to live longer than its peers overall. After all, most of its life is spent in a state of recovery and preparation. This remarkable mechanism is yet another proof of how nature is able to find solutions for survival in the harshest conditions. Looking at this butterfly, one might reflect on how time can be perceived differently and what opportunities it opens up for us. Ahead of us lie more discoveries that could overturn our understanding of time and how we can use it. A scientific breakthrough, how entomologists found the answer in nature. The scientific breakthrough became possible thanks to a new generation of entomologists who decided to look at the butterfly not just as a simple mystery, but as an opportunity to uncover the secrets of natural mechanisms. To do this, they used high-tech observation methods that allowed them to look inside the cocoon and gain insight into the processes taking place there. Using innovative technologies such as biolasers and high-resolution microscopes, they observed the incredible transformation occurring inside. It turned out that unique enzymes secreted by the cocoon's shell create an ideal environment that allows the butterfly's cells to remain dormant for a long time. In addition, scientists discovered that the butterfly uses biochemical compounds similar to antifreeze, which protect it from damage at low temperatures. This discovery changed our understanding of the adaptive capabilities of organisms, demonstrating just how far nature can go in the quest for survival. But the most striking thing was how closely the butterfly turned out to be connected to its environment. Symbiosis with local species of fungi provided support for vital processes and gradually revealed the mechanism of survival. Another key discovery is related to the butterfly's reproductive strategy. It turned out that it has the ability to synchronize its life cycles with climatic changes, allowing it to survive in conditions that would wipe out other species. This ability to adapt in response to changes in the environment has led to a deeper understanding of how nature regulates processes at the genetic level. The sum of all these discoveries became a true breakthrough, paving the way for new research in the fields of biology and genetics. The answers found by entomologists have given hope that our understanding of time and life can be greatly expanded. These studies may lead to the development of new biological technologies that will change our perception of lifespan and adaptation to environmental conditions. There is still much unknown ahead, but one thing is clear. The butterfly from the Amazon jungle has given us the opportunity to glimpse a world where time and life take on entirely new forms. Life in a cocoon. What happens in the shadows of the jungle? In the darkness of the Amazon jungle, where even daylight barely penetrates the dense foliage, a true miracle is taking place inside a mysterious cocoon. The life of this unusual butterfly consists of a prolonged state of rest that resembles a cryogenic sleep. Inside the cocoon, as if in a sealed laboratory, processes unfold that modern science is only beginning to understand. Moments slow down, breathing quiets, and metabolism drops to an almost imperceptible level. Here in the shadows of the jungle, the butterfly remains in a state of deep rest, which allows it to live significantly longer than its peers. The cocoon, which serves as a barrier between the outside world and the butterfly's time capsule, is made of remarkable materials. These materials provide protection and may even contain unique chemical substances that, scientists suggest, are capable of sustaining viability in conditions that would be fatal to other organisms. Sources of light and sound barely penetrate this barrier, creating ideal conditions for slowed-down processes, in which active phases of the life cycle are only occasionally triggered. The butterfly, spending most of its life in this state, resembles a living tree whose branches and leaves appear motionless, even though a continuous stream of life flows within. Emerging from the cocoon, it seems to awaken with a new reserve of strength, ready for its brief but vibrant stage of life. This unique fusion of nature and time leads scientists to speculate that perhaps the same principles could be applied to other biological systems as well. It is inside this cocoon, in these mysterious jungles, that the butterfly creates its eternal life, absorbing something greater than just a set of biological processes. Looking at this incredible creature, scientists realize that discoveries await them. Discoveries that could change not only our understanding of entomology, but also shed light on the principles of longevity in a broader context. In conclusion, this unique butterfly gives us a chance to glimpse into an unexplored world where time, life, and nature are woven together into one astonishing pattern. The biology of immortality, keys to longevity in the world of insects. Understanding the biology of immortality in the insect world opens new horizons in the study of the butterfly, which amazes with its capacity for longevity. Scientists have long tried to unravel the secret of this butterfly, believing that the answer lies in its genetic code. Unique genes discovered in its DNA point to the possibility of slowing down metabolism, which allows it to remain in a dormant state for extended periods without harm to its life. These genes are believed to be a legacy from ancient ancestors who learned to survive in extreme conditions. Another important aspect is regeneration. The butterfly possesses an incredible ability to restore damaged tissues, which not only extends its lifespan but also increases its chances of survival in a hostile environment. Studies show that there are special proteins present in its body that are activated in response to stress and help cells recover. In addition, the butterfly uses a unique biochemical strategy that involves special enzymes that slow down the aging of its cells. These enzymes protect the cells from damage associated with oxidative processes, which allows the butterfly to preserve its vital energy for a long time. The role of the microbiome is also quite significant. Bacteria living in symbiosis with the butterfly help it process nutrients and protect it from harmful microorganisms. These discoveries have given scientists a clue as to how nature can regulate lifespan through complex biochemical networks and genetic adaptations. Studying these processes may provide keys to understanding longevity not only in the insect world, but also offer new approaches to studying aging in other organisms, including humans. A butterfly from the Amazon jungle has given us yet another lesson, reminding us that nature has long since found solutions to problems that modern science is only beginning to unravel. From the jungle to the laboratory. What can we apply from these discoveries? The study of this incredible butterfly, discovered deep in the Amazon jungle, has opened the door to a new direction in biological research that could change the scientific approach to questions of longevity and adaptation. Scientists are already actively applying the knowledge gained from this butterfly in laboratory settings, striving to use its unique abilities for other species. Biologists have begun raising caterpillars in controlled environments to understand how their natural cocoon affects metabolic processes and slows aging. These studies are already enabling the first steps in the development of new biotechnologies. One of the directions has been the study of enzymes that could be used in medicine to slow down cellular aging or accelerate tissue regeneration. This could lead to the creation of drugs for people suffering from chronic diseases related to cellular aging. Scientists are also interested in studying the biochemistry of the cocoon to develop materials with similar protective properties that could be used in various fields, from medicine to space exploration. Another interesting aspect is the symbiotic relationship between the butterfly and its environment. Microbiologists are already looking for ways to create artificial microbiomes that could support human health, using principles discovered in the cocoon of this butterfly. These experiments could lead to the development of probiotics that help people maintain their immunity. The butterfly's periodic short awakenings, accompanied by high activity, have also become a subject of research. Scientists are striving to understand how such cycles of activity and rest could be used to improve human productivity and recovery. The initial results of these experiments are inspiring, showing how interacting with natural mechanisms can offer us innovative solutions. All these efforts to adapt discoveries made in the Amazon jungle demonstrate that nature can be a source of inspiration for future technological and medical achievements. Eternal life, lessons that nature teaches humanity. The lessons we can learn from this remarkable butterfly are not limited to the world of entomology alone. This discovery highlights that nature has long since found solutions to challenges that science is only now beginning to address. The butterfly, with its unique ability to extend its life through a prolonged period of dormancy, has demonstrated just how powerful natural mechanisms can be. Scientists have begun to draw parallels between its life and potential methods for improving human life. One of the most intriguing aspects is the idea of adapting the processes observed in the butterfly for medical purposes. Imagine if the concept of metabolic slowdown could be applied to develop new approaches for treating age-related diseases, or even to halt or slow down the aging process itself. Researchers are already seeing the possibility of developing drugs that could help minimize cellular stress or accelerate tissue regeneration, which in turn could significantly impact human lifespan and quality of life. Another potential application lies in creating protective materials inspired by the structure of the cocoon. These materials could be used to provide protection against extreme conditions, whether in space or on Earth. Such protection could potentially save lives in extreme situations or extend the lifespan of equipment in harsh environments. It is also important to mention the potential applications of discoveries in the field of the microbiome. The synergy between the butterfly and microbes in its cocoon offers ideas for new approaches to maintaining human health. We are already seeing the possibility of creating probiotics and other agents that could revolutionize immune protection. Thus, in this Amazonian butterfly, we have found a source of inspiration that could change many aspects of our lives, from medicine to material science. Its story reminds us that nature is not only the world around us, but also an endless source of knowledge and innovation, ready to reveal its secrets to those who are willing to listen.